हरे कृष्णा। हे संजय, शांत कराइए सबको, सब लोग बैठ जाइए। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवति उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। Today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 64, The Deliverance of King Nruga, text number 26. Saha. Nahin, yeah, 26, right? Saha tvam katham mama vibho akshipataha para atma yoga ishvaraihi shruti drusha amala hrit vibhavyah sakshat adokshaja uru vyasana andha buddhehe syat me anudrishyah iha yasya bhava apavargaha satvam katam mama vibho akshipatah paratma yogeshwarai shruti drushamala hrid vibhavayah sakshat adokshaja uruvyasanandha buddhe shan me anudrishyat iha yasya bhavapavargah Sattvam katam mama vibho akshipatah paratma yogeshwarai shruti drushamalahrid vibhavyah sakshat adokshaja uru vyasanandha buddhe Syan me anudrishya iha yasya bhavan pavargaha Sattvam katam mama vibho akshipatah paratma Yogeshwarai shruti drushamala hrid vibhavyah Sakshat adokshaja guru vyasanandha buddhe Shanme anudrishya hayasya bhavapavargaha. बोलिए. Satvam katam mama vibho akshipatah pratma. Satvam katam mama vibho akshipatah pratma. Matajis. Saha, he, tvam, yourself, katham, how, mama, to me, vibho, O Almighty One, akshipataha, visible, paratma, the Supreme Soul, yoga, of mystic yoga, ishvaraihi, by masters, shruti, of the scriptures, drusha, by the eye, amala, spotless, hrit, within their hearts, vibhavyaha, to be meditated upon, sakshat, directly visible, adokshaja, O transcendental Lord, who cannot be seen by material senses, Guru, severe, yasana, by troubles, andha, blinded, buddhehe, whose intelligence, shat, it may be, may, for me, anudrushyaha, to be perceived, iha, in this world, yasya, whose, bhava, of material life, apavargaha, cessation. Translation purport. O Almighty One, how is it that my eyes see you here before me? You are the Supreme Soul, whom the greatest masters of mystic yoga can meditate upon within their pure hearts only by employing the spiritual eye of the Vedas. Then how, O Transcendental Lord, are you directly visible to me, since my intelligence has been blinded by the severe tribulations of material life? Only one who has finished his material entanglement in this world should be able to see you. Purport. Even in this body of a lizard, King Nruga could remember his previous life. And now that he had the opportunity to see the Lord, he could understand that he had received special mercy from the personality of Godhead. We will cover next two verses also. I will just read out. Deva Deva Jagannatha Govinda Purushottama Narayana Hrishikesha Punyashloka Achyuta Avyaya Anujjana hi mam Krishna yantam devagatim prabho yatra kvapi satascheto bhuyan me tvat padaspadam. O Devadeva, Jagannatha, Govinda, Purushottama, Narayana, Rishikesha, Punyashloka, Achyuta, Avyaya. O Krishna, please permit me to depart for the world of the demigods. Wherever I live, O Master, may my mind always take shelter of your lotus feet. Purport. Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti comments as follows on this verse. His faith emboldened from upon receiving the Lord's mercy and thus attaining the status of servitude, King Nriga properly glorifies the Lord by chanting his names and then asks the Lord's permission to take his leave. The spirit of his prayer is as follows. You are a Deva Deva, God even of gods, and Jagannatha, the master of the universe. So please be my master. O Govinda, please make me your property with the same merciful glance you used to enchant the cows. You can do this because you are Purushottama, the supreme form of Godhead. O Narayana, since you are the foundation of the living entities, please be my support. Even though I am a bad living entity, O Rishikesha, please make my senses your own. O Punyashloka, now you have become famous as the deliverer of Nriga. O Achyuta, please never be lost to my mind. O Avyaya, you will never diminish in my mind. Thus, the great Bhagavatam commentator Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti explains the purport of these verses. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalptarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gauravakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Namaha Pankajanavaya Namaha Pankajamaline Namaha Pankajanetraya Namaste Pankajangraye Yonta Pravishya Mama Vachamimam Prashuptam Sanjeevitakli Shaktidhara Svadhamna Anyamstahastacharana Shravanattvagadivihi Pranam Namo Bhagavate Purushaya Tubhyam. Hare Krishna. Today we are narrating we are going to hear the wonderful story of pastime of deliverance of King Nriga. The salient point, take home lesson from this chapter is desiring properly. Maharaj Nriga, like yesterday it was described. How many of you are there yesterday? So, Maharaj Nriga, he was a very great charitable person. But I don't want to narrate yesterday's story again. You can go and read, but I will explain an important point. So he was giving so many cows in charity, so many cows. So Prabhupada said, when somebody gives charity. Right? In the Krishna book, Prabhupada writes. So people, devotees would like to go and ask for donation. Right? क्यों? जो डोनेशन नहीं देते आप जाएगा, बोलेगा पेट्रोल वेस्ट है. Right? Right? So, the कंजूस आदमी को कृष्ण नहीं मिलेंगे. So he has this habit of giving charity. Like Giriraj Maharaj, when he was in Mumbai, he used to note down all the numbers of Mercedes-Benz cars. You know, then he would go and contact them somehow, like that. So everybody, we all have, knack of collecting money, all those fundraisers, something. Once I was going, now we have cars and all. That time, when I started collecting money, funds, we used to have only rickshaws. So I used to do DT worship also. So I used to wake up at 2:30 in the morning, chant my rounds, do DT worship, then go for collection. So once I was going in the rickshaw to Kalba Devi, then, इतना अच्छा प्रसाद खाने के बाद rickshaw में Gopeshwar myself, Gopeshwar that side, I am this side. So once one person woke me up, Swami ji गिर जाएगा. People used to wake up, Swami ji गिर जाएगा. Then friendly हो गया था. So Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So you want to become life member? Please contact me. Then he said, come with me. Come with me. So he took us, we are going somewhere else, but he took us Depency Road. Then we made him life member. So it's like that. So we try to. So this, there is once a Vaishnava came to meet Maharaj Nuga. Maharaj Nuga. So he asked, I want to build a temple for Radha and Krishna, and then I want to distribute books, Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. So, please give some donation. Because he is charitably disposed. Yeah? So, Prabhupada says, he is actually Karma Mishra Bhakta. Predominantly karma, but little devotion was there. Karma Mishra Bhakta. So, they give donation. Right? So, he gave donation. So, that Vaishnava became pleased with this king. Then he gave him a blessing that one day you will have darshan of Sri Krishna. So he was actually karmakandi mostly, giving charity of cows and giving charity so many things. But he developed a desire. He developed a desire to have darshan of Krishna. That is the most important thing in this chapter. Develop a desire to have darshan of Krishna. Right? That desire should be there. So, then by misfortune, he had a meeting with Yamaraj. But when he met with Yamaraj, his intelligence did not work. Yamaraj told him that you have so much punya that you can forever live in Brahmaloka. But you have one papa. So you want to suffer first or you want to enjoy first? Prabhupada said you should have asked for enjoyment first. But foolishly he asked, that is why he became lizard. So even though he became a lizard, he was remembering because he has so much punya that I want to see Krishna, I want to see Krishna, I want to see Krishna. Tatpar Maharaj, now he is no more. He told one very interesting story. Once there is one boy, he is very romantic. He was taking a rose to give it to his girlfriend. He was carrying. So, बीच में बाढ़ आ गया था. Right? बीच में बाढ़ आ गया था. So, there is a flood. Then he was drowning. Then he was, keeping the flower up, catching the flower. And he was drowning. Then he said, Krishna Arpanamastu. Then after some time he died. Then he was taken to Swarga, Yamaraj. Yamaraj asked, बहुत पाप किया है तूने, नरक जाएगा. But you have given one flower to Krishna. So for 10 minutes, you can enjoy in Nandankanan. Nandankanan. So you want to enjoy first in Nandankanan, or you want to go to hell? Then he thought, no, I will go to Nandankanan. I will enjoy first, then I will suffer. Then the Yamadutas, the Swarga, the Vishnu, these Devadutas, they have taken him to, along with the Yamadutas, they have taken him to Swargaloka. You know what is Nandankanan? Nandankanan, Swargaloka. There are very beautiful flowers. It is beautiful, just like there is a Shalimar garden in Kashmir. Beautiful flowers, they blossom. If you go in the month of May, there is a festival of roses in New Vrindavan. Beautiful roses, they blossom in New Vrindavan, in West Virginia. Like beautiful. I went once. So, there is a beautiful flowers all over. Then this fellow thought, एक flower अर्पण किया तो 10 minutes स्वर्ग. If I offer all these flowers, I can remain here. Then he asked, can you give me churi? थोड़ा तलवार दो. क्यों? दे रहा. So तलवार दिया. वो लोग पर they carry ना. Then he started cutting all the flowers. Krishna Arpanamastu, Govinda Arpanamastu, Krishna Arpanamastu, Govinda Arpanamastu. All the flowers he was cutting and offering. Then he said, Yamadutas, Abhi, stay back. You stay back here. Like that, one has to be intelligent. Anyway, this desire is very important. Prabhupada writes in first canto, second chapter, second verse, that we are all suffering in this material world, going from one universe to another universe, from one body to another body. Prabhupada used one very nice word, material tabernacle. Right? Prabhupada is very expert in the English language, Once Prabhupada wrote one word, then one Mataji, Govindas Mataji, she corrected Prabhupada. Prabhupada, this is not the correct word. Prabhupada said, no, this is the word. In English, he was there. So later on, she came back and said, Prabhupada, what you wrote is correct. Prabhupada is very expert in English language also. So, material tabernacle, I like that word. So we are all suffering, going from one body to another body, one universe to another universe, suffering, threefold miseries, 4 kinds of birth, death, old age and disease. We can get out of this material tabernacle, Prabhupada said, simply by desiring. How many of you have a desire to get out of this material tabernacle? Right? Simply by desiring, we can get out. Right? In 15th chapter, first verse, Urdhva Mula Madashakam Ashwattam Prahuravyoyam Chandam Siyasya Parnani Yastam Veda Savedavit. Right? Prabhupada describes that this material world is a reflection of the spiritual world. Where do you see a tree, roots upwards and then branches downwards? Where do you see such a tree? On the bank of a river. Reflection on the bank of a river. In the same way, this material world is a reflection of the spiritual world on the lake of desire. Desire. Like that. So if you desire properly, we can achieve anything in this world. I will tell you one very interesting story. It is a factual story. There is one devotee by name Vishwambar in the district of Madurai in Tamil Nadu. He is a very great devotee of Lord Ramchandra. And then all the time he is reading Ramayana. Right? Reading Ramayana. So there is two sargas where Vibhishana Sharanagati is described very elaborately. The commentators on Ramayana, they say, anybody who has a problem of being defeated by the enemies, has some anxiety, something like that, if they chant these two sargas, their anxiety will be over. They cannot be defeated. So this is a very important chapter. So after reading this chapter, he has developed a desire to see Vibhishana Sharanagati pastime with his own eyes. Right? He wanted to see. Actually, we can all see all the pastimes that have happened, what Krishna performed, Ramchandra performed, we can see again if you have a desire. If you have a desire, Krishna will manifest that desire. If you go to Ahobilam, Prabhupada said, everybody says, Lord Nrsimha appeared in the Svargaloka because Hiranyakashipu, he is ruling from the Svargaloka, from that, throne of Indra. Right? So, this pastime they describe in Ahobilam, Ugrastamba, Lord Nrsimha appeared and all that. Right? But, so that one Shiva Vaishnava explains that Garuda wanted to see this pastime manifest. How Lord Nrsimhadev appeared in front of, Hiranyakashipu by the desire of Prahlad Maharaj. So Lord Nrsimhadev manifested this pastime in Ahobilam for the pleasure of, for the devotion of Garuda. Like that. So this devotee had a desire, and then he was chanting Rama's name. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Like that. For many years. Then Lord Ramchandra appeared in his dream. Then he asked, what do you want? He said, I want to see the pastime of Vibhishana Sharanagati. Oh. Then he manifested that pastime in front of that Vishwamar Brahman. He manifested that pastime. Then he was so joyful and happy. Then he said, my dear Lord, I want to see this pastime all the time. Then Ramchandra said, it's not possible, but you make the deities. Right? These deities, if you go to Tirupati temple, Balaji ke paas abhi bhi hai. Right? If you go there, you will see. Brajarbu, you saw? Ramchandra, Lakshman, Sita, Hanuman, right? Sugriva and Angada. These 5 are there. 6, na? If you see Ramchandra's deity, he is smiling very little bit naughtily. Narmagarbha, they say. Naughtily. He said, why, And then Sita ji, she is wearing crown. But Ram and Lakshman, they are having juta, this, no crowns, jada, hair. Because that time they are doing vanvas. Like that. Then, the pastime is that the deities Rama, Lakshman, Hanuman, Sugriva and Angad, they manifested this pastime in the deity form. That Ramchandra is smiling. Angada, if you see, he is actually raising his hand and then is looking into the sky. Right? If you see Sugriva, he is talking to the Lord. Right? Lakshman is there and Rama is little bit smiling, naughtily. Hanuman, he kept his hands on the mouth. So the meaning of this deity is that when Vibhishan came, Angada, he told, you stay there in the sky. I will speak to Ramchandra and come. Right? So he warned them, don't come down. Right? Sugriva was speaking to Ramchandra, said, my dear Lord, he cheated his brother and then he came here. So Ramchandra smiled little bit. Dekho kaun bol rahe? Who is talking? You know, this Sugriva himself, gave up on his brother and came to Ramchandra. So that is the meaning of his smile. Hanuman, because it is out of respect, because when Ramchandra asked for the opinion, I am not qualified to speak in front of you. That is one meaning. Another meaning is that Hanuman said, uh, you know, because when you are speaking to respectable people, your your spit may fall on them. That is why one should cover their mouth and speak to the Lord. Speak. That is the like that. And then later on, there was a fire in that village. Ramchandra appeared in his dream again, said, you go and give these deities to Ramanuja, who is living in Tirupati now. Because now this village is going to be destroyed. So he brought the deities. At that time, Ramanuja is living in Tirupati. So he gave them these deities. On Punarvasu Nakshatra, when it appears, these Ram, Lakshman, Sita. Later on, Ramanuja established this Sitaji's deity. That time, Sitaji was not there during Vibhishan Sharanagati. So that time, he was not worshipping Sitaji. But later on, Ramanuja established Sitaji, Rama, Lakshman, and now they are all there. So if you see, Rama, Lakshman, Sita, they are still there next to the Balaji. Last time, after hearing this pastime, particularly last time when I went, I observed. Then I had darshan of Bhagwan Ramchandra ka darshan. You can observe, the deity. So these beautiful deities, they come on the day when there is Punarvasu Nakshatra is present. They bring the deities and then everybody can have darshan. And then Hanuman, Angad and all, they are there. They are not in the main altar, but where they distribute Charanamrit, after you come out of the temple, Balaji temple, you can have darshan of those deities. Next time you go to Tirupati, you remember this pastime and have darshan of, Ramchandra, who fulfilled the desire of Brahmana, who wanted to have darshan of this pastime. Right? So, simply by desire, we can achieve this Krishna consciousness. Right? So, Prabhupada writes in 7th Canto Bhagavatam, many times I told this pastime, this 7th Canto, 5th chapter, Prabhupada writes that Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atmanivedanam. So, this Pada Sevanam represents Dasyam represents Hanuman, right? Represented by Hanuman. So Prabhupada writes that if somebody simply thinks that I am an eternal servant of Krishna, you just keep saying, I am an eternal servant of Krishna, I am an eternal servant of Krishna, I am an eternal servant of Krishna. One day you will become eternal servant of Krishna. Right? That is our position, right? Just keep thinking that I want to be eternal servant of Krishna. I want to be eternal servant of Krishna. Just keep thinking like that. Then one day, suppose if somebody wants to become secretary of Mr. Modi, right? They have to pass, they have to study, write, UPSC exam, pass in that exam. Then they have to become secretary, IAS, collector. Then they have to, rise above ranks. And then, after many years of service, they can become, secretary to Mr. Prime Minister, Mr. Modi. But in Krishna consciousness, simply desire, right? Then Krishna will manifest your desire. Krishna will fulfill. Why? Because Krishna is Muktaya Bhuri Karunaya Namolayaya. Right? He is extraordinarily, unlimitedly merciful. Unlimitedly merciful. Right? So that is why we should know what to desire. Right? We should know what to desire. Right? When Lord Nishingadev, how many of you learned that verse? Nanaka Prishtam Nachapare mestim. Right? Last time I told. Huh? You learned? Say. Very good. Anyone else? Very good. You know? Learn. Radha Govind Maharaj says, because Vritrasura's chapter is there, that's why it is called Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam means in a Purana where Vritrasura's pastime is there, it is called Bhagavatam. That is so, this Vritrasura's pastime is so important. That's why these 4 prayers are there, all of you can learn. Aham Hare Tava Padaikamulam Dasanudasa Bhavitashmi Bhuyaha Manasmaretashu Pater Gunamste Grihita Vakkarma Karotu Kayaha Nanaka Prishtam Nachapara Meshtyam Nasarva Bhaumam Narasadhipatyam Na Yoga Siddhir Apunar Bhavamba Samanjasayaye Virahaya Kanksha. He's saying Nakaprishta means Dhruvaloka. Proper translated. Nakaprishta means Dhruvaloka. I don't want to go to Dhruvaloka. I don't want to go to Nanaka Prishtam, Nachaparamestyam. I don't want to go to Brahmaloka. Or I don't want to become Brahma. Right? Then Nasarva Bhaumam. I don't want to become the earthly king. Narasadhipatyam. I don't want to become a king of Sutala planet, Vitala planet and all that. Na Yoga Siddhir. I don't want 8 kinds of perfections. Then I don't want Mukti also. Prabhupada says only devotee has the daring to say that I don't want Mukti. I want life after life, birth after birth, I want to remember you. Right? All these Mayavadis and all, Arey, itna material world itna kharab hai. Yeah? So, if material world is illusion, why you want to get out? Right? But devotee, Prabhupada says, devotee only has a daring that I don't want to go to, I don't want Mukti. Kya chahiye? I want to have darshan of your lotus feet. Samanchasaya, virahaya kanksha. If I am separated from you, I don't want all these things. Right? When Lord Nishingadev is pressurizing Prahlad Maharaj, hey Prahlad, I have come, my visit should not be wasted. Ask something. Ask something. Prahlad Maharaj said, I don't want. So don't, instigate me. Don't provoke me. Don't give me, lalats. Mamam pralod utpattaya. Shaktam kameshu tairvaraihi. Tat sangabita nirvinno. Mumukshubhi tvam upashraya. Please don't give me this kind of inciting. Don't incite me. Incentive. Don't give me this incentive. That, because I'm already suffering because of this association of these demons. Ask something. I come here. Okay. Then Prahlad Maharaj said, Yadi dasyasi me kaman varam stvam varadarshabha kamanam hridi asamroham bhavatastu vrunevaram. These 2 prayers, always say these 2 prayers every day. What do you, all of you say? Yadi dasyasi me kaman varam stvam varadarshabha kamanam hridi asamroham bhavatastu vrunevaram. Lord is known as Varadarajan. Right? Varadarajan, where is the temple? The Kanchipuram. What is the speciality of Varadaraja temple? What is the speciality? Music. But that is there. If you see, the Lord hands is like that. And then Ma Shuchaha. Right? One Acharya explains, that there are 24 steps to go to see Lord Vardarajan. You know what is the significance of that? Huh? There are 24 elements: earth, water, fire, air, ether, right? And then pancha, these five, jnanendriyas, five karmendriyas, and then five tanmatras. Kitna ho gaya? 20, right? Five pancha mahabhutas, right? Earth, water, fire, air, ether, and then five tanmatras, rupa, gandha, all that, five tanmatras, and then five jnanendriyas, eyes, nose, and all that. Five karmendriyas, kitna ho gaya? 20. Then four, you know what are the four? Mind, intelligence, false ego, and आप लोग पढ़ते ही नहीं है भागवतम. Contaminated consciousness. 24, right? 24. And then 25th we are soul. 26th is Varadarajan. So 25th element crosses 24 elements and have darshan of Lord Varadarajan. So Varadarajan means the best giver of benedictions, best of giver of benedictions. Whatever you want, he will give. Varadarajan, right? You know the story. They wanted Ramanuja to take him to, Ranganath temple. But Varadarajan is very attached to Ramanuja. Ramanuja would bring water every day and clean the temple and serve. So Varadarajan is very attached to Ramanuja. So he did not want to leave him. Then Ranganath and Varadarajan had some spat. He said, Ranganath was telling, hey, give him, na? Varadarajan said, no. Then there is one devotee, I forgot his name. Then they found a weakness. Like last time also I told, Lord has some weakness. Right? So Lord has this weakness, music, Sangeet. Right? Our Lord Chaitanya also, right? Weakness. You do nice kirtan, he will be very pleased. So he came and sang very nicely. Every day he used to sing in front of Varadarajan. Lord Varadarajan asked, hey, what, you want anything? See, I will ask you something, you should not reject. After that, give me promise that you will not go back on your word. Then only I will ask you benediction. Are, I am known as Varadarajan, I will give you whatever you want. Then he said, give please Ramanuja. I want to take him to Ranganath. Are, phas gaya. Then that is why Varadarajan had released like that. So Prahlad Maharaj is remembering, oh Varadarajan, if at all, yadi dasyasi me kaman, if at all you want to give me some benediction, remove the inherent desire in the present, that is present in the core of my heart. In the core of my heart. Please remove me. Remove that desire. Right? Bhavatastu Vrinevaram. Please remember, this is 7th canto, 10th chapter. This verse is there. And then that is from 6th canto. Nanaka Prishtam. All of you should memorize. I will tell, many times I told this. Whenever you come in front of the Lord, you ask for 3 benedictions. What are they? Very good.
First is we ask attraction to the lotus feet of Radha Rasvyari.
Very good.
Second, we ask to friendship only with his devotees. And the third is to have a compassion for all the fallen souls.
Very good. So you are hearing. So whenever you come in front of the deity, this past time happened, right? Malyavan, that Malakar, right? That Sudama, right? So always, and this is another pastime, right? He heard about Krishna Balaram, and then he was always worshipping the Lord in Mathura. Then he was wondering when I will have darshan of the Lord. Then he has a painting of Krishna Balaram. Then every day he would make garland and put garlands around the photograph, painting of Krishna Balaram. And then he has a desire that when will Krishna Balaram come personally, so that I can have darshan, so that I can personally, give the garland, make the garland for the Lord. Like that. He had that desire. So the Lord, Krishna and Balaram, they were walking on the main street of Mathura. One Acharya comments, this shop is in the bylane of Mathura. It is not on the main street of Mathura, right? But in order to fulfill, because that Sudama Malekar, he has the desire to have darshan of Krishna Balaram and personally offer the garland to Krishna Balaram. So he actually desired. So Lord Krishna, in order to fulfill the desire, of Sudama, he personally walked. He cut short. He detoured. He took a detour and walked inside the bylane, and then he was chanting the holy names and then very blissfully and joyfully making the garland. Then he heard, "Hey, Sudama," very sweet voice. Hey, Sudama, what is this? Who is such a sweet voice? I never heard. Then he opened his eye, he lifted his head, and then he saw, Hare Krishna Balaram, standing in front of, Hare, he offered obeisances. He was so much in ecstasy, tears are flowing from his eyes, and then he didn't know what to do, तितर बितर हो गया क्या करना क्या अरे कुछ करो कुछ दो मेरे लिए कृष्ण बलराम asked what give something. Said, my dear, what can I give you? अरे you every day whatever you are giving to me. Then he made a very nice garland and then he offered to Krishna Balaram. One Acharya says that you cannot go to the Lord. He is unreachable. He is unreachable. But act in such a way that Lord will come to you. Right? Shabari, she waited for 12 years. She didn't go to meet Ramchandra. Every day she was cleaning the fruits and keeping the ashram very clean, everything. And then she was waiting. When will my Ram come? When will Ram come? When will Ram come? Right? She was not disappointed. 12 years, some 145 days. She waited. Some number is there. And then suddenly, Shabari. So she immediately recognized, oh, mera Ram aa gaya. So there are many foolish people, they say, oh, jhuta khaya. कृष्ण भगवान झूठा खाते हैं राइट वो मुंह से निकाल के खा लेते हैं राइट वो डेमिगॉड्स दे वर शॉक्ड अरे ये तो यज्ञ बुक है ये ग्वालों का झूठा खा रहा है वो भी मुंह से निकाल के यूजुअली भी गुरु महाराज का झूठा वगैरह प्लेट में छोड़ देता है या जो ऑफर नहीं किया वो जो बच गया प्लेट में बर्तन में वो भी महाप्रसादी है जूठन बोलते हैं हम कोई भी नहीं आप कोई खाता है मुंह से निकाला महाराज आप खाया कभी कृष्ण भगवान खाते हैं कोई बोलेगा कृष्ण को झूठा ऑफर किया रामचंद्र तो एकदम सीरियस है serious. So he won't eat. So the Shri Vaishnavas, they don't accept. And Ramayana also it is not there. That jhuta kaya. But she knew what is the real taste of the fruits. So Ramchandra went to Shabari. Right? Ramchandra went to Sharbanga to deliver him. Ramchandra went to Dandakaranya forest to deliver all the sages. Right? Ramchandra went to Agastya Muni. Agastya Muni did not go. Right? The Lord will come. Lord will come. Then Krishna asked Sudama, what do you want? He asked some benediction. Sudama said, my dear Lord, please give me. So Acharyas say, every day say this prayer in front of the deity. They recommend. Every day you say this prayer. Right? What is that? Please give me Nishchal Bhakti at your lotus feet. Aapka charan kamal ke prati Nishchal Bhakti. Then friendship with your devotees. And Sarvajana Anukampa, compassion for all living entities. Oh, so Sudama, you will get, not only that, I will give you more. He said what? As long as you are alive, your senses will be very strong. Then you will enjoy, along with your family members and everybody, with great opulence. Yeah, long life. After that, you will come to me. And then these three benedictions also I am giving. I gave all that, like that. Krishna, because he desired that Krishna Balaram should come and accept their garlands, his garlands. Krishna walked. Like that, we should have a strong desire, to have darshan of Radha and Krishna. Right? So Vishwanath Chakravarti says in 10th Canto Bhagavatam, personified Vedas prayer, there are three things, right? Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasana. So what is Shravanam? You hear the holy name of Krishna. Mananam, remember the meaning of the holy name of the Krishna. Right? And then what is Nididhyasana? You chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, he says, with an intense desire to have darshan of Radha and Krishna. That is, every day when you start chanting, my dear Lord, oh Radha and Krishna, when will you give me darshan? I am suffering so much, because of, I am not able to see you. How long I have to suffer, from separation from you. Please, ek jhalak to do, right? Because sapne mein to aao, thoda, right? So with the desire, one day Krishna, at least he will come in desire, come in that dream. Then that's how we may some realization you will have. Have a desire like that, right? Mukulayamana Nayanambujam Vibhor. Mukulayamana Nayanambujam Vibhor. Murali Ninada Makaranda Nirbharam. Mukurayamana Mruduganda Mandalam. Mukapankaja Chetasime Vijrumbitam. Right? This is a beautiful verse composed by Krishna Karnamrita, composed by Bilomangal Thakur, Krishna Karnamrita. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, there is no book in this universe like Krishna Karnamrita. Anybody who reads this book, they will get Krishna Prema. Right? Nowadays I am trying to memorize few verses from Krishna Karnamrita. Pure nectar. Right? Pure nectar. So the meaning of this verse is that my mind is like a lake. Right? My mind is like a lake. And then let Krishna's lotus face blossom in this lake. Right? And then his eyes are like buds, lotus buds. His eyes are like lotus buds. And his beautiful flute playing is nectar of this lotus flower. And then his face is shining like mirror. And then his Makara Kundala, they are actually shining. They are actually hanging. And they are reflecting in the face of the Lord. Once when Krishna's, Radha Govind Maharaj says, Krishna's complexion, they're like, these ladies also, they apply so many creams and all, so that they can have hourglass complexion, ekdam shining, right? So Krishna, when Krishna is born, he had that hourglass complexion. So when Mother Yashoda opened her eyes, saw Krishna, she saw her reflection in the face of Krishna. Then she thought, some Bhoot has come. Then she started chanting, Namaste Narasingaya Praladala. Then after some time she found out, oh, there is no Bhoot. It is my reflection. Like that, Krishna's face, Radha Govinda says, like a mirror, cham 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 cham. Uska words hai, cham 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 cham. Chamakta hai. Like that. So his face is cham cham cham, chamak raha hai. And then these his face, these Makar Kundal are reflecting in the his face. They are like mirror. Like that. So beautiful description. Let that lotus face always manifest in the lake of my mind. So this is so that is his desire, right? That is his desire. You know, Maninupura Vachalam, Vande Tava Charanayor Vibho, Lalitani Vidhayatani, Lakshmani Vrajavidishu. So he expressed another desire. My dear Lord, when you walk on the streets of Vrindavan, you know, gal gal, gal gal, gal gal, Krishna's Nupur, you know, they make sound. I want to hear that sound. You know, I want to hear that sound. Then he says, oh, when I come to Vrindavan, I want to see the footprints that you left behind, you know, on the streets of Vrindavan, on the land of Vrindavan. You know, Lakshmani Vrajavidishu. I want to see. And then roll in the dust of Vraj. You know, just like Akrura. So that is his desire. Right? So that, you know, we should actually contemplate. Have a desire. Tax to nahi bharna padta hai na? Kyo? What is your name? Rahul. Tax bharna padta hai? Have a desire, you know. I want to have darshan of Radha and Krishna in Vrindavan. Right? एक ना एक दिन आज नहीं तो after 1 million years, you know, just like Maharaj Nruga, right? He had this desire. He had this desire. After many thousands of lakhs of years, suddenly Krishna was standing in front of him. He cannot believe, you know. Hare, मैंने क्या किया? You know, Sanatan and all, they do you know, meditation for so long, deep. They can only see in the mind, right? Like that. Maharaj Kulashekara says, explaining the next verse, so when we always remember, right, when we chant Hare Krishna mantra, all this, like, you know, everywhere, you know, you see the names various names of being chanted by the great devotees of the Lord. Not only Krishna, Hare Krishna, but, you know, He Gopalaka, He Krupa Jalanidhe, He Sindhu Kanyapate, He Kamsantaka, He Gajendra Karuna Parine, He Madhava, He Ramanuja, He Jagatraya Guru, He Pundarika Kshamam, Gopijananada, Palaya, Param Jana Minatvam Vina, Param Jana Minatvam Vina. So he's singing, you know, like Jivve Keshava, Jivve Kirtaya Keshava, Muraripum, Cheto Vajasridharam, Panidvanda Samarchaya Achyuta Katha, Shrotadvaya Shrunvatava. Right? Krishnam Lochana Lochaya Harir Gachangri Yugmalayam, Jigragrana Mukunda Pada Tulasim, Namadvam Adokshajam. He says, Oh Jiva, please chant the name of Keshava. Jive Kirtaya Keshava. Always do the Kirtan of Keshava. You know what is the meaning of Keshava? Always remember, whenever we chant, when these names are chanted, we should know all the names represents 4 things. One is Rupa Smarana, right? Rupa Smarana. Then Tattva Smarana. Then Mahima Smarana, right? And then Leela Smarana. Some names, you know, as soon as you chant the names, you remember the pastime, you remember the Mahima, you remember the Tattva, like that. You know, Keshava. You know, this is given in Harivamsha Purana, that one, you know, all the wives, they had children, but Jambavati did not have a child. You know, Krishna had 10 sons and 1 daughter from all the wives. But Jambavati did not have. Then somebody suggested that, you worship Lord Shiva, go and meet Lord Shiva. Right? Lord Shiva. Then, so Jambavati requested Krishna that, come, let us go to Kailash and request him to give us a son. Krishna said, okay. Then Jambavati warned Krishna that there, you are not Dwarkadish. Right? When we see Lord Shiva, offer obeisances and all that. And then be humble in front of him. Don't act like, as if you are some god or something. So she warned. So wife has warned means, he has to, right? Krishna ho, koi bhi ho, he has to follow, right? So they went. Then she told, as soon as you see Lord Shiva, you offer prayers. Right? Then Rambavati and Krishna, they went to Kailash. Then Krishna offered obeisances to Shiva. Then he started offering obeisances. Namo, kata kata kata, gata 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 gata. When you speak, you make sounds. When you laugh, gara 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 gara. You make all the sounds. Like that, he was offering prayer. Then he was looking at Jambavati. Just see, कितना अच्छा prayer कर रहा हूँ मैं. आपका बार. Then Lord Shiva started laughing. Paka paka, laughing. Why? I said, Krishna was surprised. Why are you laughing? Please accept my prayer. I said, Keshav, please sit down. You are a god. You only know how to receive prayer. You don't know how to offer prayer. I will teach you how to offer prayer. Then he offered a prayer. I don't remember, but he explained that, oh Keshava. Then he explained the meaning of Keshava. He explained the meaning of Keshava. Keshava means, Ka means Brahma, Isha means Shiva. Keshava means, Va means Vishnu. Right? Keshava means one who is from whom Lord Shiva, myself and Brahma emanated. That is the meaning of Keshava. Right? So, remember this. When in the chanting of Hare Krishna mantra, there are 3 stages. One is Nama Uchcharana. Number 2, Nama Vicharana. Number 3, Nama Smarana. Right? नाम उच्चारण मात्रेण जन्म संसार बंध मोक्षनाथ नहीं बोला था. What did he said? नाम स्मरण मात्रेण. So are we doing नाम स्मरण? Are you doing नाम स्मरण? Yeah? Are you doing नाम स्मरण? No, we are only doing ucharana. We are only vibrating the holy names. Of course, there is no loss. In the commentary it is said that by simply chanting Ucharana, by simply vibrating the names, Ucharana, you become free, we become free from sinful reactions. By doing Vicharana, we attain knowledge. By remembering, what is meant by remembering? Right? What is meant by remembering? When we say, Hey Govinda, right? English is there. Hey Govinda. Then immediately we should remember the meaning of Govinda. What is the meaning of Govinda? One who gives pleasure to the senses, one who controls the Vedas, one who takes care of the Vedas. Go means Vedas also, Vedavak. Go means Indriyas. Go means cows. Like that, Govinda, one who gives pleasure to the senses. Right? So, which form of the Lord you will remember Govinda? When you say Govinda, which pastime you should remember? Huh? Govardhan Lila. Govinda, right? Giridhar. Then also Draupadi Vastraharan. Right? Krishna was waiting, she is saying, Dwarkadish, oh Vishnu, oh all this, Paramatma, Jagannath, all that. Then that too, she was catching hold of sadi with one hand, another hand she was raising. In Manu Samhita it is said that if you offer obeisances with one hand, you should cut off with the other hand. We should offer obeisances with the two hands. So Krishna was waiting, अरे कभी गोविंदा करके बुलाएगी, तुरंत जाऊंगा. Right? Govinda is pin code number of Krishna. Right? Direct, very quickly it reaches. Right? When she said Govinda, then she left the sari. Then with both the hands, she said Govinda. Then Krishna came running. Right? You know the pastime? Then Krishna came. Then he all the time Kanchipuram sarees are available in Kanchipuram. Right? From Dwaraka he has to go to Kanchipuram and come to Hastinapur. It will take time, right? That is why he came directly from Dwaraka to Hastinapur. Then he had to supply sari. So what he has done? He had actually taken out the strings of the Mangal Sutra of all the Kaurava ladies and then supplied the sarees. Right? That is, so Hey Gopalaka, right? Hey Gopalaka means one who takes care of cows. Hey Gopalaka, right? Every day, right? One Chandidas, he says, when Krishna is playing the flute, what does that mean, When he is playing the flute, Mother Yashoda, he is telling Mother Yashoda, please give me butter, Makan. Right? When he is telling his father, wait, I am bringing your sandals. Right? And then to the covered boys, he is telling, come, let us go for Gocharan Leela. And then to Radharani, please come out of the house. So same flute, but different meaning every day. Like that is Chandidas says. So, Hey Gopalaka, Hey Kripa Jalanidhe. Right? He is the ocean of mercy. Right? Here we see, he is the ocean of mercy. Right? Hey Gopalaka, Hey Kripa Jalanidhe, Hey Sindhu Kanyapate. Husband of Lakshmi. Hey Kamsantaka, one killer of Kamsa. So as soon as you say Kamsantaka, we should remember the pastime of Krishna and Balaram going to Mathura, walking on the streets, delivering kubja, delivering dobi, delivering, then killing Kuvalya Pida, Dhanurbanga, then Chandura Mustika, and then Killika comes. We should remember, as soon as Kamsantaka, this is Leela Spurana, this Kamsantaka. Right? Then a Gajendra Karna Parini. Right? Oh, deliverer of Gajendra. Right? Hey Madhava. So Madhava means husband of goddess of fortune. So punarukti dosha nahi hai. Madhava means one who, this is explained by Krishna in Mahabharata. Madhava means, means mind, dhyana. One who is known by through silence and dhyana, he is Madhava. That is the meaning. He is Madhava. So, Maunam is not keeping silent. Mind should be free from turbulence. That is called, Mana Prasadat Saumyatyam, Maunam Atma Vinigraham. Bhava Samsudariti Edat, Tapa Manasumuchyate. Right? So, this Maunam is the tapasya of mind, not that keeping quiet. Of course, Prabhupada said, these Mayavadis should keep quiet. Talking nonsense. Right? Am Brahmasmi. Neti, neti. But devotees should not keep quiet. But their mind, our mind should be free from turbulence. It should be calm. Like that. Hey Madhava. Then Hey Ramanuja, oh brother of Balaram. Then Hey Jagatraya Guru. Jagatraya Guru means? Chintamani Jayati Somagiri Gurur me Siksha Guruscha Bhagavan Shikpincha Mauli. Right? Govinda is the Siksha Guru of all living entities. Prabhupada writes in Chaitanya Charitamrita, commenting on this verse, from Krishna Karnamrita. Adi Leela, we have read first chapter. So he is Jagatraya Guru. Then Pundarikakshamam. I will tell you this meaning of Pundrikaksha and close the lecture. So Pundrikaksha means one is the meaning of one who has eyes like lotus petals. Pundrikaksha. Another meaning is Tattvartha. You know, Leelartha, Rupartha, Rupasmarana, and then Tattvasmarana also comes in this Pundrikaksha. Pundrikaksha means, Aksha means Vyapaka. Aksha, another meaning. So one who has expanded, you know, Pundarika means our heart. Our heart. Pundrikaksha means one who is present in our heart, expanded as Vishnu. Right? All of you say, Pundrikaksha, Pundrikaksha, Pundrikaksha. All, you all became Pavitra. Om apavitra va, pavitro va, sarvavasta gatopi va, yat smaret. Yat ucharana nahi bola. Huh? Yat smaret. Pundrikaksha. So, smaret, we should remember this Pundrikaksha, Bhagavan, who is. So, if you are aware that Krishna is present in your heart, you are purified. Because we are not aware, that is why. Pundrikakshmam, He Gopijananada, Palaya, you know, Param Janami Natvam Vina. It's very deep meaning. Gopijana, Gopi means not that gopis of Vrindavan. Gopi means drinking the beauty of Krishna with all the senses. Krishna Rasayanam Piba. Gobir Indriye Krishna Rasayanam Piba. That is the Gopi. So if you are sitting here, you can be a Gopi. If you are drinking the beauty of Radharasvihari every day, then you are a Gopi. Right? Gopijananatha. Right? Natha of Gopis means not that he is one who thinks that Krishna is mine, he is Gopijananatha. That already Krishna is master of everybody. But if I have consciousness that Krishna is mine, then he is Gopijananatha. Palaya means Krishna is already taking care of all of us. You know, Palayama means, my dear Lord, now I have nobody else except you to protect me. Please take care of me. Please rule me over. That means giving up, ahankar. Giving up ahankar. Like that. Param janami natvam vina means ananya bhakti. With except you, I don't know anybody else. This is the meaning. Like that in this verse also, Avyaya, Achyuta. You know what is the meaning of Achyuta? Huh? Infallible. Another meaning of Achyuta is, Prabhupada writes in Krishna book 14th chapter, that one who doesn't remember, one who doesn't forget even a minute service rendered by his devotee. Right? हम इतना भी बड़ा सेवा करेंगे, nobody cares. Right? Here, in our general association with the devotees, then they will only see faults. Arey, aisa hai, aisa hai. But Krishna doesn't see for faults. Arey, he has done that service. He'll remember. Even a minute service. Patram Pushpam. Just offer a flower. Krishna will, that day. Tulsi offer kiya. Right? Like that. Achyuta. Right? Like that. Adokshaja. Adokshaja means one who cannot be known by material senses. Another meaning of Adokshaja is, one who has performed that pastime of Shakata Panjan. He is also known as Adokshaja. Like that, whenever the names are there, we should remember the pastime, or we should remember the Tattva, or we should remember the Mahima, or we should remember the Nama, right? Nama Mahima, like that. So this is how we should understand Bhagavatam, right? Ucharana, Smarana. So we should reach the stage of Nama Smarana. When we chant Hare Krishna, we should remember the pastimes of the Lord. We should remember that Krishna's name is non-different from him. Nama, Rupa. Then we should remember the beautiful form of Radha Rasvihari when we chant. Then Rupa, Guna, Then we should remember his qualities. Right? And then Leela. Nama Rupa Guna Leela. Prabhupada, I will close by saying this, that Prabhupada writes in 10th canto, 8th chapter, that anybody who remembers, Krishna's pastime of crawling in the courtyard of, Nanda Maharaj, he is Kaivalya. He achieved Kaivalya. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Thank you very much. Anybody has any questions? Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you for your wonderful class. Just wanted to ask the difference between these two, Smarana and Vicharana. Are these both are same?
Vicharana means understanding the meaning of the holy name.
It is understanding only.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you understand the meaning of the holy name, then the pastime and the leela and all should come to the smarana, spurti.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji, one more question. If someone desires to go back home, back to Godhead, and he is not chanting properly, sleeping in Bhagavatam class, then still he will go
Yeah.
simply by desire?
Yeah. But that is the beauty, na?
Prabhupada said that he will go to heaven, and then Prabhupada said that if he has material desire, still he is practicing bhakti, he will go to the heaven.
From there we'll go.
Thank you.
So it will manifest, after slowly. Just like Maharaj Druga, after millions of years, he got darshan of Krishna, like that. Huh? Yeah.
Prabhuji, in the end you said that one who remembers the Leela of Krishna in Angan of Nanda Maharaj, he will attain Kaivalya. You said, what does that Kaivalya mean?
Absorbed in Krishna consciousness. Read, go, 10th chapter, 10th canto, 8th chapter. Yeah? When Krishna started crawling. Prabhupada quoted this verse, Shrutima pare smrutima itare bharatam anye naham vande iha aham nandam vande tasyananda chidatmani. That is that verse from Chaitanya Charitamrita. Prabhupada quoted this verse twice in the same purport.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, you mentioned that Jambanti, along with Lord Krishna, went to pray Lord Shiva to have a son. So what happened?
They had, na? Samba was born, na? Okay, thank you. Grandhara Srimad Bhagavatam ki Hare Krishna.